Well, it's December, and everybody is rejigging things. Record companies re-releasing albums, putting out compilation albums, Christmas albums that they put out before, rejigging all their catalogues, etc., etc. And the publishing industry is no different. Now, I've covered this before um, in terms of magazines, and particularly this one, Mojo. Um, I used to buy it regularly, then I stopped buying it unless it was something I was particularly interested in, some particular feature on one artist or the other. And then they went through phases of they'd have like the completes, this, that, or the other. I don't know how many times for the Beatles in a dragged out. I don't know if there's anything else to tell about the Beatles. Pink Floyd had been done before, but this one has come out, the Collectors Series, which they're pretty good, the Collectors Series. Echoes, they call this. Echoes 1965 to 2025. Pink Floyd, of course. Rock's greatest visionaries. Bold claim. The finest writers, the full story. Well, judging from what I can see, I think a lot of it is in other magazines, and it's been rejigged. There's some new stuff on, new photographs, bit new writing. Always nice, photographs in Mojo. Oh, see, Roger Waters there, losing his cool, probably after a tin of baked beans gone wrong. And it looks as though he's got a string vest on there, doesn't it? I don't think, mind you, I don't know as it is. Our mums used to make us wear them to school in the sort of late 50s and early 60s. Oh, I wonder who that can be. Syd Barrett. Yes, of course. And it goes on and on and on. Photographs we've seen before. It's very interesting. It's very nice. And furthermore, the one thing I'm pleased about is it's glossy. Not back to this matte blinking paper. Here we are, Roger Waters. Home again, Roger Waters with ex-wife and accidental dark side collaborator Judy Trim. If you're a bit of a Pinky fan, you'll love this, no doubt. Having said that, I notice that I think when they started about, I couldn't swear to this. I think they started out about £9.99, and it's gone up over various things. This says issue 68, and when I look at the price on it, UK, it's £13.99, USA $24.99, Canada $26.99. Well, from Syd Barrett, from Syd Psychedelia and the Dark Side to the War, the final cut and beyond. Now, I do wonder with Pink Floyd, the publishing's all been sold, and whomever has bought it, where they're going to make a lot of their money back. I think I've heard maybe one or possibly two things briefly used in TV commercials, but I can't see their music lends itself to that kind of thing. Well, not many of them anyway. So I don't know where it's going to go. We've had innumerous box sets. I'm sure that's going to come along again, or they're going to be rejigged in some way. And the immersion series. I always thought the immersion heater, heating up our wallets. But the immersion series, that was really expensive, unless you were lucky enough to pick up a used copy or an end of stock copy off eBay. And I've done that on a couple of occasions. I've managed to save a few bob. But I suppose the next thing will be Blu-rays, Blu-ray audio. In fact, it might already have happened. Blu-rays of Pompeii concerts, etc., etc. Who knows? There's tons of bootleg material out there, and some of it is exceptionally good quality, actually, compared to how I remember bootlegs back in the day. You know, when you used to go to a certain store that begins with V and ends with N, and you could buy an LP of whichever artist, and the name was written on the front, or the name of the album, or the name of, you know, whatever was the bootleggers gave to it. And I think we paid something then about £3.50 or £4 or something. But that's going back to about 1971. And of course, all my bootlegs in that respect have long gone. Anyway, tell me what you think about these collector series. Is the one that's particular interest to you? I've noticed when I was looking in the back, this one on Fleetwood Mac, and I don't remember buying that. I doubt that I shall buy it, having said that, because, you know, how much more do you need? How much more clutter do you need in your life? That's what you have to ask yourself as a record collector. How much more do you need? Are you running out of space? You're running out of space for CDs, certainly LPs, vinyl, call them what you want. Books, that's another thing that's a blinking pain as well, storing. Modern houses, they're much smaller than they were years ago, and it's just very difficult to store things. If you've got a garage, yes, you can get away with it to a certain extent there, but of course it's got to be dry, hasn't it? Otherwise you have problems with dampness on covers, etc. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again, and I'll try and do another video tomorrow if I can. Okay, bye for now.